Good morning, everyone. Now we are going to do the second module of the strategic planning. So, in the last session, we learned what is strategic planning, what are the steps involved in strategic planning, and the benefits of strategic planning. Now, in today's session, we will be mainly looking into what is corporate level strategy, what are the different type of strategy which comes under corporate level, and we will be doing in detail the expansion strategy or the growth strategy. So that is the plan for the day. So let's start. Corporate level strategy are strategies which are done by the top management. This is a future oriented one which will be looking on what are the things which may happen in the future and what are your future goals as a company. So corporate level strategy, there are four, it is having four different types of strategy underneath. First one is stability strategy. Second one is expansion strategy or otherwise called as growth strategy. Third being retrenchment strategy, and the last combination strategy, that is nothing but a combination of any of these three strategies like stability, expansion and retrenchment. So I hope you understood there are four levels of strategies which will come under corporate level strategy. And if you have remembered in the first unit, we have come across we have already told about the different levels of strategy. One is corporate level strategy, second one is business level strategy, third one is operational level strategy, fourth one is functional strategy. Sometimes in certain books operational level strategy and functional level strategy are clubbed together and put as one. So in corporate level strategy there are four: stability, expansion, retrenchment and combination. So let's just see what are the different strategies which will come under each of these strategies. Okay, stability strategy, there are two. One is maintenance of status quo. That means how it is currently going. Or if the company is in the growth stage, how to retain it in that stage. That is one of the strategy. And the other one is sustainable growth. With the availability of the resources, what else can you do in order to survive? That will come under sustainable growth. And as I told, the expansion strategies are otherwise called as growth strategy, expansion or growth strategy. In this one, there is internal growth, concentration strategies, mergers, takeover, acquisition, horizontal integration, conglomerate diversification, vertical integration, joint ventures, and so many. We will be dealing today mainly in this growth strategies. Then there is retrenchment strategy, that is turnaround captive company, transformation, divestment, liquidation. That is when you are in a declining stage of growth. Then you will have retrenchment strategies where you will be trying to make sure that you are able to survive or you are able to get out of the market without much loss. And the last one, restructuring strategy, that is portfolio strategies. It is basically restructuring will be a combination strategy. It will be combining all these three which you are seeing here. So restructuring strategy will be a combination strategy. It is otherwise called as combination strategy. Okay, hope you understood. So there are four levels of strategy: corporate level, business level, functional level and operational level, or operational level and functional level. In this one, there is corporate level strategy, which has four types of strategy underneath. One is stability strategy, growth strategy or expansion strategy, retrenchment strategy, combination strategy or restructuring strategy. So today we will be focusing on what are the growth strategies. Let us see. Okay, there are basically five types of strategies which will come under the growth strategy or expansion strategy. One is expansion through concentration, expansion through integration, expansion through diversification, concentration, integration, diversification, cooperation, and the last one, internationalization. So, growth strategy mainly divided into five: through concentration, through integration, through diversification, through cooperation, and through internationalization. Okay. Now, what is basically expansion strategy will help a firm dominate the market and gain control over competition. Okay, so expansion strategy will help a company to grow. It can be through going to another country. It can be through a development of new product or new process. Okay, so basically it is expansion. So first one, expansion through concentration. Expansion through concentration can be done through three ways: market penetration, market development, product development. Penetration means it is a strategy of a firm that directs its resources to the profitable growth of a single product in a single market with a single dominant technology. Or basically, you're making sure that you're concentrating on one product and you're making sure that it is taking up the market with a sweep. So, like increasing the sales to the current customers, or taking away from the competitor and converting those competitors' customer into your customers, converting non-users into users. All those things will come under market penetration, wherein you are increasing your customer base. The second one is market development. It consists of market development. It consists of marketing existing product in new markets. You are entering into new markets in order to get more customer base rather than concentrating on the market which you are in and the product. You are entering with the product to new market. That is market development. And the third one is product development. Product development can be done in different ways. For example, you can increase the quality, you can make more feature improvements, style improvement. These are the methods by which you can improve your product. By improving your product or developing a new product, you will be able to survive in your existing market or go to other markets. So these are the three which will come under expansion through concentration. First one is market penetration, where we will be concentrating on the market where you are in and you are trying to increase the sales to the customers, or making sure that you are taking the competitors customers as your customer. Or the third one, by converting the non-users into users. Second one is market development, where you will be going to new market which is unexplored and you will be making sure that your product is being sold there. And the third one is product development. It is nothing but changing of your product through quality improvement, feature improvement, or style improvement, and coming up with new products. So that is all about expansion through concentration. Now next one, expansion through integration. There are mainly two types. One is called vertical integration, the other one is called horizontal integration. Vertical integration allows the firm to enlarge its scope of operation within the same overall industry. That means you will be acquiring production process in the earlier stage or in the later stage of the production. Okay, basically, if you are acquiring company which supply the product for you or raw material for you, it is called as backward integration. And if you are buying or gaining control of the customer whom you are supplying, it is called as forward integration. So backward integration, when you are buying, you are taking over the raw material suppliers who is providing you with the materials. It is called backward integration. Forward integration, if you are giving raw materials to a company and you are coming up with procuring that company, or coming up with a company which will make the finished product using your current products, it will be forward integration. Now, next one is what is horizontal integration. There are benefits and disadvantages of vertical integration, which we will be coming in the next sessions. So, next one, horizontal integration. It refers to a situation where a firm merges or acquires another firm serving same customers. If you're joining with a company, or taking control of a company which is supplying in the similar area as your company, it is called as horizontal integration. Okay, so that is the difference between vertical integration and horizontal integration. Vertical integration is either procuring the raw material suppliers, that is backward integration. And if you are going with a finished product which you are not making currently, it is called forward integration. Horizontal integration is merging with those companies which are of similar line. So this is all about expansion through integration. Next one is expansion through diversification. It can be done in two methods. One is concentric diversification. The other one is conglomerate diversification. So what is concentric diversification or related diversification? It occurs when an organization diversifies into a related but distinct business. That is called as concentric diversification. Concentric diversification may occur due to factors such as common distribution channel, marketing skills, common brand name, and common customers. In that case, you will be diversifying yourself into a related field. For example, Philips, being an electronics major, if it is planning to diversify into a related business, say cellular phone or the telecommunication equipment, it is a concentric diversification or related diversification. Now, what is unrelated or conglomerate diversification? It takes place when an organization diversifies into areas that are unrelated to its current business. Okay, example, your Reliance Geo coming with Geo University. So that is expansion through diversification, which is not at all related to the current business. That is unrelated diversification. Now, the next one is expansion through cooperation. It is mainly divided into four: joint ventures, mergers and acquisitions, strategic alliance, and consortia. So it is nothing but through cooperation. You are merging with another one. These are also known as combination strategies. Okay, wherein you are merging with others. So first one, joint venture. First one is joint venture. Yeah. When two or more firms pool resources to accomplish a task that a firm could not accomplish, or that can be done more effectively by joining, the result is a joint venture. A joint venture is not a strategy, but a way of implementing a strategy. It helps a firm to undertake giant projects by spreading risk more efficiently. Joint ventures can be useful only when both the partners are genuinely want to share their expertise with each other, when both want to grow in their respective areas, and when the partners intend to exploit local market opportunity and cross over legal hurdles imposed by the government. Okay, in those cases, basically in joint venture, you should have a good relation with the company which you are merging with or joining with. So that determines the success of your joint venture. Example of joint venture is Hero Honda. Then mergers and acquisition. A merger occurs when two or more organizations combine to become one through an exchange of stock or cash or both. It can be like exchange of cash, exchange of stock, or you can do both. That is, both stock and cash is being exchanged. So, acquisition is a purchase of a firm by a firm that is considerably large. Okay, there is another one which is called as consolidation. It refers like when both the firms dissolve their identity to create a new firm, it is called as consolidation. So that's the basic difference. Acquisition is acquiring a new company and taking control of that company and making it under you. Consolidation is two coming together and forming a new firm. Okay, there are if you have checked, there are four types of mergers. One is vertical, second one is horizontal, third one is concentric, and the fourth one is conglomerate. Vertical mergers will take place when you are acquiring a firms which is supplying you materials or the one which you are marketing your goods and services. That is called vertical mergers, just like vertical integration. Horizontal mergers are when two or more firms in the same line of business combine together, share their economies of scale in production, or broaden their product line. That is called as horizontal mergers. Example, if Jet Airways combines with Indian Airlines, it would be an horizontal integration or a horizontal merger. Then comes the concentric merger. It is a combination of two or more firms, somewhat related to each other in terms of customer functions. Example, say, uh, like Airtel joining any bank, where customers basically may be similar, or a bank taking over a merging with a insurance company. Again, it is a concentric merger which is related. Their customers are almost the customer base is almost the same. Conglomerate merger, it is a combination of two or more firms unrelated to each other. Okay, which there is no relation. It may be for diversification purpose that they are merging with the other one. So these are the four types of mergers: vertical, horizontal, concentric, and conglomerate. There are merits for the mergers, and this will be taken in detail in the coming sessions. And next one is strategic alliance. Strategic alliance is somewhat like the partners contribute their skills and expertise to a cooperatively conceived and executed project for a specific period. It is not for a lifetime, not like joint venture, which will be for a longer period or maybe for a lifetime. Strategic alliance is something which will be done in order to complete, say, one project. So, two companies will have alliance within themselves so that they are able to share their technology or know about technical know about something, and they will be after the completion of that particular project for that particular time, the alliance will be taken up till it is done. The alliance will be there. For example, this Ariel has a tie-up with your IFB, where IFB have an alliance with them and they support Ariel. Okay, the next one is consortia. Consortia defined as large interlocking relationship, cross holdings and equity stakes between the businesses of an industry. So it is having a relationship between companies. It can be between the cross holdings, and it can be sometimes consortia wherein the equity shares are being uh, taken. Okay, so basically these are the different types of expansion through cooperation: joint venture, mergers and acquisition, strategic alliance, and consortia. The last one, expansion through internationalization. It is basically to to enter into a new market or making your company MNC, multinational company. Okay, so first one is international strategy. International strategy is nothing but you are entering a new market with your product where that product is not available. Example, IKEA starting up their firm in Hyderabad. Then second one, multi-domestic strategy. It is like you are customizing your product in other markets based on their market need. Okay, it works on the philosophy that think globally, act locally. So that is multi-domain strategy. The third one is global strategy. It implies a low-cost approach, and a global firm is good at developing and marketing standardized product. Okay, basically that is the difference between multi-domestic and global strategy. In multi-domestic, you have a product which is you are customizing according to the taste of that particular region. That is multi-domestic. Example, McDonald's coming up with so many varieties of their product, which adding different flavors according to the place where they are into. Global strategy, you are giving standardized products across the different countries. Last one, transnational strategy. It combines low cost with high local responsiveness in order to deal with changing dynamics of marketplace in different parts of the globe. For example, KFC is one of the best examples of transnational strategy, wherein they have come up with breakfast options which are low cost at the same time it is getting customized. So these are the different strategies which will come under expansion strategy. So today what we have dealt is what are the four types of corporate level strategy. One is stability strategy, expansion strategy, retrenchment strategy, and combination strategy. And in expansion strategy, what are the different strategies? Expansion through concentration, integration, diversification, cooperation, internationalization, and we have dealt what are all these things. Thank you very much. Please go through both the modules so that you are up to date and you know what is happening. Thank you very much for being such good listeners. Thank you.